Given from the old Parakao store here, I just sort of wanted to talk about why I sort of got into YouTube. Was just because I wanted to film a bit of what we're doing around here, and some people were interested, and we just sort of stumbled upon it. And I don't have any idea what we were doing. So we learned a little bit here and there. We know nothing about YouTube, and we've been doing it for maybe about a year now, and we've got, I think, about 480 subscribers, which I appreciate every single one of them. And so of course 480 people want to watch what I'm doing. I'm taking it a bit more seriously and trying to do it better if I can. And one thing I never realised from YouTube was that how good the people were in YouTube that put the videos up, and what a great sort of community YouTube is. And as I've been going through it, I've been talking to more and more people on the YouTube and the questions and answers and what have you, and a lot of them are good guys. So I thought I would each week mention some of the channels I watch, and because YouTube's sort of just a great thing to see what other people are doing, get better ideas on how to do things. And if you think you're too old to learn, you don't know nothing. And so one of the first things I've learned out of watching YouTube is Glenn from Outlaw Customs has pointed out no one can say Parakao. So it's Parakao, but to make it easy, we drew a picture of a parachuting cow. So if you say Parakao, you pretty much got it pretty close. So it's better than some of the other things people try to call it. So that's one thing I thought I'd clear up. And the other thing was what we do. And well, basically we're a cafe bar that has a whole lot of old shit out the back. And our main focus is on cooking good food, and you can get a nice cold beer here. And I've got a lot of projects out the back, and people like coming to look at them. We do a bit of drag racing second Sunday every month, just for a bit of fun. It's free, and it's good fun for free. So we're trying to keep it pre-70, but we sort of judge it on the day who turns up. And we don't want it to grow too big really, we're just having a bit of fun with good people. So that's sort of what we're doing. There's a couple of other guys I'd like to mention that are just good dudes that I've been following on YouTube, and that's Don from Don's Hot Rod Garage. He's a good fellow. If you want to know anything about Tri-5s, he knows it. So that's worth checking out. And Chris at Ironhead Garage, he's another good guy. He's building a mean ass 55 gasser and doing a real good job of it. And Arco at Outlaw Custom, and Glenn at New Zealand Mopar Outlaw Customs. And you know, there's a lot of other ones, but I'll just do those four for now. But yeah, it's a great sort of community, YouTube, and yeah, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy making little videos, and you know, we're just fools really mucking around, but it's all fun. And that's what it's all about, having a bit of fun.
But you risk being hung up on the Bible.
This year's all rippoed up. It's a 1951 Buick Roadmaster 320 cube, straight 8. This guard here was all dented in, but we straightened it out the best we can. And tried to preserve the original paint. Just got to let it dry out now. Just a few rust holes to fix, not too many. I'm going to do the interior. Needs all new seats, door panels, but we're going to think of a funky way of doing those. Reversed the wheels, cut the centers out, swap them around. It gives them a deeper dish. It's got 15s on the back, 16s on the front. So that was today's mission. Get it all rippoed. I've got to get the kink out of this. It's got a little crease in the middle of the bonnet. Get the bonnet sitting right. She must have taken a fair whack. So I'm after the bit of chrome that goes around this corner. That's the only bit I'm missing there. Like this piece here, right hand one, and the right hand piece of chrome that goes here to the, I've got the back piece. I just need this big shield on this spare. Which looks like this here. So a 4-door one would be this much longer probably, but it could be cut back and made to work. So Don, if you're watching this and you're walking through, Don from Don's Hot Rod, you're walking through one of those salvage yards over there in America, and you come across one of those in the back thing, then see how much they are, and I'll send you some money. You can post them over for me. They'll be reasonably hard to find, real hard to find over here in New Zealand. Well, we've got the old Buick rippoed up. Time to tackle the shop. We want to get into the body work on Jodie's truck, finish it off, and do the floors and everything in the 30 Roadster. So I'm going to move the main workshop back into here. For our shear, So I've got an old rim, old Ford truck rim, plate of steel, hunk of pipe, bit of plate. We'll see what happens. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to guess a height and chuck her off there and we'll add a plate onto the rim. We welded the tube to the plate. We drilled out a plate that bolts onto the shear, and we'll bolt that up and weld her on. That a shear, I'm not sure if it's the right height, but it's just guesswork, bit of old junk. She should be all good. Look at that. Push, go on, harder, push harder. Come on. You're not going to get any tea unless you can push that in there. Hurry up. Push. Push. That's better. Got an apprentice. Work.
What did we squish? Did you move the whole barn back?
Just about. Did I hit it?
Yeah, you hit that.
Fuck, I was hard on the picks trying to stop it.
You think your butt's on you, man? Oh, that wheel's spinning as well.
Yeah.
a bit
Well,
hot.
that's what we got to fix because that is just dodgy as.
Yeah, she's grabbing.
I was definitely concerned you were going to run me and Jeff over at some stage.
Yeah.
No,
We've got to stand well back.
you have to fix this alternator too.
Yeah.
She's, when you rev it, it goes woof 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 woof.
Yeah. Well, that's the main thing, the alternator.
You need to whack it.
Accelerator.
Yeah.
Now, I had a whole lot of
Use a little whack.
better springs and we're going to double spring it. So it's, so it's got two springs, so if we break a spring, you don't get full acceleration.
Yeah.
Tidy this shit up because the
Yeah.
accelerator's sticking on.
Yeah, she's need a stronger spring.
And then we need to sort this bracket out because that's just sitting there. So we need to make a bracket on the alternator to hold it. And then we need to weld the guards rattling because it's only had one little spot weld.
Yeah.
We just cobbled together a bit of alternator bracket because every time you revved it, the alternator was taken off. We welded the guard up, got a bracket on the alternator and double springed it. Still a little dodgy, but does the job. A little bit of history on the store. It was built in 1929 and by Harry Muir, I think, or at least he was the first shopkeeper. It had a procession of store owners after that. We bought it in around about 2010 of Charlie Moats, and it was he'd owned it since 1974, and it was pretty derelict. He shut it down in '96, I think, and it never changed ownership. It just sat here. We bought it quite derelict and did it all up in 2010, and we opened it, I think, around about 2013 or 2015, might have been. So we're 7 or 8 years in so far. The Herman Timber Company 4-wheel drive returning home. Oh, Parakao, really, eh? That was from Parakao.
Yeah. Was it
Yeah.
big, right?
And that's some of them over there. Charlie Herman's grandson, Aaron. 350.
Yeah.
Fits in there nicely.